Now we're going to work with a potentiometer. We're going to wire it together, wire it to the Arduino, and we're going to run a program that will blink a light, an LED on the Arduino, and blink it according to how much we've turned the potentiometer. So what resistance we've measured across the potentiometer. So the circuit here are the components we're going to use right here. We got the potentiometer right there. It's got a knob, got 3 leads. Got some wires right here. Got our breadboard that we always use to wire things together. And we got our Arduino over here. And on the side, I have my laptop, which I will plug into the Arduino to give it power when we're ready. So as a rule, we want to start wiring without having any power plugged in. Now, the program that'll be running in the Arduino, the name of that program is called Analog Input. So if you look in your examples, you start your IDE, go to Examples, look into subcategory number 3 called Analog, and then the program called Analog Input, that's the one we're using. Now what that program does is it reads analog input on analog input A0. So if we look at pin A0, that's right over, let's take a pen or something. A0 is that pin right there. So it reads A0, reads the analog voltage, and based on that voltage, it sets a light to blinking. So an LED is connected on pin 13. Now, you know, there's this LED right here on the Arduino. It's already connected to pin 13. So what'll happen is that LED will blink, and the rate that it blinks will correspond to the voltage that is read at analog pin A0. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this potentiometer. Potentiometer has 3 leads. We're going to take the top lead, wire it to power, 5 volts. The bottom lead, wire it to ground. Then the middle, we're going to take that and run that straight into A0. Now then what will happen is the voltage that's read at A0 will depend on how we turn the knob. It'll be somewhere between 5 volts and 0 volts. And the voltage will call analog, the program, if you look at the program, it calls analog read, and it converts that voltage to a number from 0 to 1023. And that number will be used as the delay for the blinking. So, in fact, if you look at this program, it looks very similar to the Blink program. The Blink program had a delay of 1,000 milliseconds. So we're just going to be able to vary that based on how much we turn this potentiometer knob. We can go from 0 to 1023. So 1023 would be a little over a second, where 0 means just a constant. So that's what that's the program that I have already programmed in this Arduino. So if you want to do this yourself, just go get that program. It's called Analog Input. It's under Examples. Analog examples, subcategory analog, and then the program's called Analog Input. Program that into your Arduino. Then we wire it together. So start off, take the potentiometer. We'll plug it into the breadboard. Doesn't matter which 3 holes we plug it into, but notice the spacing of these guys fits the spacing of the breadboard. Oh, one thing to note, don't plug it in like this so that all 3 pins are in the same row. That wouldn't make any sense. We want them to be in 3 different rows, so let's plug it in there. Okay, so now we'll take the top connection of this. That's this one right here. We'll plug it into power. We'll get power from the board, 5 volt power, so that's right here. Okay, and then we'll take the bottom and plug it into ground. Let's take that, that's the bottom. The bottom lead of the potentiometer, we'll plug it into a ground. We've got a ground, here's ground, a couple of grounds, yeah. And now we'll take the middle, which is the variable, and we'll take that, use this green wire, and plug it into A0, right there. Okay, so that should be all we need. Now let us plug the Arduino into USB for power. We'll see what happens. Okay, so let's see. I hope you can see that. You can see the LED is blinking at a rate. Okay, now we should be able to change that rate by turning this knob. Let's turn it. Okay, that's faster. Definitely faster, right? Turn it some more. That's definitely faster than before. Turn a little more. There, and it's almost solidly on at this point. I can turn it back. And that is it. Thank you.